the way the weather has been this spring, it wouldn't be surprising to see a little adversity at the Upper Peninsula Track and Field Finals in Kingsford. Fortunately, the rain stayed away most of the time. We'll start in Division I girls. Kingsford's Carly Benzie won the long jump by more than a foot, just short of 16 feet. And to the track where Negaunee Ashley Veal captured two events, both hurdles races. She won the 100 by more than a second. However, both Veal and Benzie couldn't cross the line first in the 100 and 200 dashes. Calumet's Chelsea Jacques claimed both of these titles, plus she was on a winning relay. But the star of this meet was Marquette freshman Lindsay Rudden. She set 3 UP Division I records, starting with the 1600 in 5 minutes, 5.5 seconds. She continued with the 800 in 2 minutes, 16.46 seconds, and she later added the 3200 in 11 minutes, 26.38 seconds. She anchored the winning 3200 relay team as well. And the scary thought, even though she's a freshman, Marquette would have won the title without her.
Today's been good. The team did great. Everyone tried to come out here and do their best and give it their all, despite the weird weather going from hot to rainy.
Marquette scored the 145 points and taking home another team title. Negaunee was second and Escanaba was third. Shayna Huebner won the 400 for Marquette. Over in D2, a good crowd turned out in the changeable weather to Flivver Field. Newberry's Natalie Bolu led an underclassmen pack in the distance runs. The freshman took the 1600 and 3200 for the Indians. Manistee stayed in the chase with a couple wins. Senior Hannah Bryant anchored an emerald-winning 400-meter relay. Iron Mountain sprinter Haley LaFleur crossed the finish line first on 2 occasions, the 100 dash and here in the 400. But West Iron County would take over in the second half of the running events. Cassie Pleaser pulled away to win the 300 hurdles in less than 49 seconds. That's impressive. Another Wycon was tops in the 200 as Carly Johnson held off Manistee's Shelby Carlson in 28.3 seconds. West Iron County earned the team title, and it's a goal that was established early in the season.
Our coach pushed us all year long. Just from the beginning, she's like, this is our year. We're going to win UPs, and just all the encouragement she gave us. So I think that helps so much.
The Wycons won a total of 7 events to take the team title with 144 points. Manistee was second, followed by Newberry. West Iron County's Megan Myatek established a UP D2 record in the shot put, recording 34 feet 10 inches. And to Division III girls, where Pickford started the day well, winning the first 2 running events. Kim Cruikshank and Purple won the 100 hurdles after the Panthers captured the 3200 relay. Chassel senior Jamie Dopier stole the sprinting spotlight, taking the 100, 200, and 400-meter dashes. She'll run for Michigan Tech next year. But St. Ignace took charge in just about every other running event. Rachel Hetherington anchored the 800-meter relay team that set a UP Division III record of 1 minute 51.48 seconds. The Saints' Haley Brown chipped in with a victory in the 300 hurdles, and neither rain nor sleet nor snow prevented long-distance standout Sarah Cullup from winning the 800, 1600, and 3200 for the Saints. The Grand Valley State-bound runner says her team made some adjustments after a slow start.
We pulled it together, and their sprint relays really came through and placed higher than what they were seated. And the distance events were pretty well covered with Lillian, Tara, and myself, and so I think we did well.
The Saints won 7 running events to more than double the runner-up Brimley. Forest Park was third. Bark River Harris's Sydney Petrie set a UP Division III record in the discus with a toss of 116 feet and 1 inch. And for some boys results, the UP Boys champions were Gladstone in Division I, Manistee in Division II, and North Dickinson in Division III. Highlights of these meets will be shown on Sunday's late news. And over 1 hour east in Gladstone, it's the Gladstone and Negaunee Softball District 3 Championships. Bottom of the 4th, it's Allison Austin who booms one to center as Alexis St. Cyr rounds the bases for the Braves' first score. Braves go up 1-0. Bottom of the 5th, Jordan Kowalski with the home run. And that will bounce off the fence and into the parking lot, and that will ice the victory for Gladstone. Gladstone would score 3 runs in the 5th inning to blank Negaunee 4-0 and win their district championship. Congratulations to them. Some other results in softball, D1 District Softball. Marquette would blank Traverse City Central 3-0, and Alpena would edge out Marquette 3-2 in 9 innings. In D2 district softball, Escanaba would beat Kingsford 6-4, and Petoskey would skate by Sault Ste. Marie 4-3, and that would lead to our Division II district championship game between the Escanaba Eskimos and the Petoskey Northmen. First inning, it's Braden Basilovitz with the base hit. Escanaba leads 1-0. Later in the second, it's still 1-0, and the Eskimos have the bases loaded, but not for long as Emily Bagato slugs this one past the outfielders. 3 runs would score, and Bagato ends up on third base. The Eskimos now have a 4-0 lead. Now in the seventh, Eskimo pitcher Jamie Frappier gets the pop-up, and she would do well herself. Brie Belangi would make the catch, and Escanaba repeats as district champions with a 6-0 win over Petoskey. Over in baseball, Gladstone and Negaunee also in action for their District 3 baseball championship. Bottom of the fifth, Negaunee up 3-2. Luke Hill looking for some separation for his team. He will reach first off an error as Zane Rodleff scoots to third. But the Braves D would finish strong that inning. So top of the seventh, one final chance for Gladstone to tie the game. Luke Lacoste, well, he thinks he has the green light, but he will be forced out at first. Pitcher Tyler Jandron had a great day as Negaunee clinches the 3-2 win over Gladstone to win their district championship. Congrats to them. For some more scores in D1 district baseball, Traverse City West would rout Marquette 16-0. And in D2 district baseball, Sault Ste. Marie would lose to Sheboygan 4-0 as Petoskey defeats Escanaba 2-0. And over in the MLB, the Tigers would hit 4 home runs in the fourth inning, featuring a Miguel Cabrera grand slam as the Tigers rout the Orioles 10-3. For more sports scores and highlights, be sure to check out our website at uppermichigansource.com.
All right, Lily, that was a lot of sports going on this weekend, right?
A lot of stuff going on, yes.
All right, thank you. We'll be right back.